male CEO. Steve Jobs, I think, was considered a male CEO. I'm trying to remember the Microsoft CEO, but Bill Gates.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, actually, Kathleen Kennedy for the Lucasfilm or Disney franchise, I believe, is the CEO.
Good job.
Yeah. Male CEO of color.
Or a woman.
Or a woman.
Either or.
I actually don't think I can. Well, I think they, number one, don't get the due recognition compared to male white CEOs, just because people have misconceptions about gender or race, and it's kind of an issue in terms of people also don't believe that people of color or women can usually have a position of power like a CEO, I believe, just because it's a misconception, and for as long as country has been alive and for as long as humans have been alive, it's mostly been male dominant figures in terms of companies. Yeah, absolutely. I believe I do, because I think people tend to focus on people that are similar to them. So if it's a male white CEO, they'll be more interested in marketing to male and white people rather than women or people of color, because they know white males better, and they probably have some sort of superiority complex. Even if it's not outright, it's probably ingrained or subconscious that they prefer to market towards certain groups that are similar to them. I believe I have. I'm sure I have, actually, but it's usually from organizations that are specifically related to the Black community. So, like, I think it's the NAACP. I'm thinking that's what it is. They have marketing campaigns that are obviously marketed towards people of color or whatnot, because that's what they're focused on.
Right.
So in terms of specific marketing, yes, but otherwise it's usually pretty clear cut in terms of this is mostly white people being marketed. I believe it can, if people that actually believe it can are placed in places of power. So it depends a lot on the leadership of both government and company, and any other thing. Any small amount of change can, I think, snowball effect effectively if you have people that actually believe in it and are willing to actually try it, despite the fact that it might offend people that have different views. Because I think it's a necessity of change to offend people, because you need to break cycles that are perhaps no longer considered okay, and that might make people uncomfortable.
Right.
That it will happen. Recently, personally, I have noticed kind of a downturn in terms of pushing for equality in terms like this, because certain groups of people, for example, white nationality has made a rebound right now, and that has been affecting a lot of change, not in a positive way either. They've been trying to normalize white superiority now, which is very similar to what happened in the past when white superiority was the thing, was what people wanted to see in their communities. But I believe there are definitely cases of Congress people or community leaders that are pushing for this change, that are willing to make it happen. And I believe that them imparting their beliefs on the next generation of younger people will affect what they're going to do in the future. No, and I think there's a very clear reason. I am white, I am male, I am straight, I am the most accepted group of people in terms of I am not discriminated against ever. And I don't believe that it will, I don't believe I will be discriminated against either because of those reasons. So personally, no, I have never feared unfair treatment going into an interview before.